What's up, YouTube, man? You guys already know who it is, bro. Doing what we do best on this channel. You guys already know what we do, man. We break down scary, keep your TikToks to that's what we give you chills, question reality, raise your vibrations. That's gonna make you just question anything and everything you're gonna find right here on the channel, bro. I found a good long one for you guys today, man. So hopefully you guys enjoy it, bro. So get your snacks, get your popcorn, whatever you need, bro. We're gonna have to dive on in on this one, man.
This pilot was possessed by aliens in midair. The
What?
story of Rafael Pacheco Perez.
Midair,
In
bro.
1976, an apprentice pilot was flying in Mexico City over the lake of Texcoco.
Okay.
After a few hours, Rafael was supposed to be back from his practice flight.
What happened?
The air traffic contacted him, but the strange thing is that it was the one in Acapulco, far away from his location.
Okay,
After they were
that's
able to
weird.
speak to him, they found something shocking.
Sure.
Rafael was being controlled by an entity as he was flying the plane. Here is the audio with translation.
Okay. What? The switch workers voice suggests his voice. It's not his free will, though? Whoa, what the hell? You are not alone in the universe? They said they're using this one as a microphone, bro. Life on other planets, bro? Confirmed?
This part is not in the audio, but
What?
according to Carlos, who was asking the questions,
Okay.
Rafael was able to speak perfect German and answer a few questions.
What?
Later, they found out that he had never taken a class of German. Rafael
What the
was
hell
examined by
happened?
doctors and was found to have no drugs in his body or have any
No
mental
drugs or
illness.
mental illness.
This
So
was so traumatic for
what took over
Rafael
his
that he
body?
never flew again.
This video is currently the most terrifying on the dark web.
What the hell?
It was posted anonymously, so we don't have any information except for one.
Okay.
The video was posted under the name Experience 666, and that immediately chills us.
Oh, yeah,
On the
you
dark
know.
web, there is a place where people anonymously post terrifying experiences on humans.
Damn.
And I think this video is one of them.
Okay.
They will then manage to get in and make a terrible
Why are you
discovery.
smiling? What the? Oh no.
Что-то передумал. Привет. Открой шаблон.
What the hell?
Может, не надо лучше?
It's like it's possessed by demons or something, bro.
Привет.
They can open the window. That's dangerous, bro.
Как тебя зовут?
Я?
Тебя?
Меня зовут Никита.
Опять Никита.
This ain't good, man.
А как у тебя дела?
What?
Да.
Да, Никита?
6 scary videos.
What the hell is that? Like a paint. What the freak is that? What the hell? Pit full of damn black. And he's picking up with his hand. No. I can't do that, bro. It's like a damn pit, bro. It's just pure darkness. You can't see nothing. The hell? That is weird, man. What the f? Push them back, now they try to come out. What the hell is this? Oh no, they just found a snake pit. What the f is that? Big ass python. Whoa, what the f? The hell is that? Are those pythons, bro? What the f are they doing? Oh man, what the f? Those pythons move, bro.
You may
That's
think
very
Megan
weird.
is missing, but you may not know the real life story behind it.
Megan
This
is
girl
missing?
disappeared, and then a few months later, her friend disappeared. And it's just as upsetting, so viewer discretion advised.
Damn.
Ashley Pond was a popular 12-year-old girl who left to walk to the bus stop on January 9th, 2002. But that
Nobody
evening, when
found
she
her?
didn't return home, her mom realized that she'd never even gotten to school that day.
What?
People weren't sure if Ashley's disappearance was related to foul play or if she'd run away, because a few months earlier she'd accused her friend's dad of trying to touch her at a sleepover.
Damn,
and because
nobody.
people suck, she was basically called a drama queen and
This should have been
nothing
action
seriously.
taken right then and
Her best
there.
friend on the dance team, Miranda Gaddis, got heavily involved in the search. And their dance team even organized fundraisers.
Okay.
But on March 8th of that same year, Miranda then went missing while walking to the bus stop.
Really?
And this was the same bus stop, so people quickly realized that there was a predator among them, and he probably lived in the same neighborhood.
Okay, so he was
And the
like
house
taking,
nearest to the bus stop
taking
was
out,
owned by Ward
kidnapping
Weaver.
her whole
His daughter
family.
went to school with the girls, and remember when I said Ashley was the subject of gossip? Well, Ward Weaver was the man she accused. And
Okay.
after the disappearance, this man dug a hole in his yard and covered it with concrete. But
Really?
he was so confident that he even invited the media into his house to see that the girls weren't there. This
What?
neighborhood nice guy was exposed as a predator on August 13th when
Okay.
his son's girlfriend called 911. She'd been at their house when Ward Weaver attacked her, and luckily she escaped and called 911. But
Damn,
Miranda and
bro.
Ashley were still missing. While he was in jail for the attack on his son's girlfriend, the
Okay.
landlord came to visit his property. When the landlord looked up, he saw 5 fly strips completely covered with flies. And knowing that there were 2 missing girls in the neighborhood, the landlord realized he just found them.
He knew.
This is a long story, and the rest of the info will
Like
be
he
in
put him
part
in a
2.
damn ceiling.
This
Something's a
mansion
damn
in
demon.
California is one of the most haunted places in the country.
What?
Hello, my name is Sarah Winchester.
Okay.
You may have heard of the Winchester Mystery Mansion in San Jose, but
Winchester
here is how
Mystery
it all
Mansion?
came to be. I was born in Connecticut in 1839. I got married to William Winchester,
Okay.
the son of Oliver Winchester, a well-known politician and businessman. His
They were
main
wealthy?
business was the Winchester Repeating Arms Company, which supplied
Alright.
both sides of the West, the colonizers and the
Oh,
indigenous.
so yeah, so they were, I
That
guess, making
business
money.
decision put a curse on the family from all the lives that were taken using their
On both
product.
sides, bro.
Me and my husband had a baby, and shortly after birth, our daughter passed away from health problems. Then a few years later, both my parents, as well as my husband's father, all passed away.
What?
And
So the
then
whole
the
family
following
got
year,
wiped out?
my husband did too. I met with a spiritual advisor, and she told me, the spirits of those who lost their lives from the Winchester Arms Company were haunting me. Like and
What?
follow for part 2.
Bad spirits,
Morbid
I guess.
Facts, Part
That was karma, bad energy
131.
just
The
happened to her,
actress who
bro.
voiced the demon Pazuzu in the original Exorcist had
Okay.
a son who killed his entire family.
What?
He then proceeded to shoot himself in both temples simultaneously, and he did all of this while wearing a Freddy Krueger mask.
Oh, hell
Author
no,
of
bro.
Frankenstein, Mary Shelley, lost her virginity on top of her mother's grave. She
What?
also kept her dead husband's heart and carried it around for 30 years until her death in 1851. A
That's
Nile
weird,
crocodile
bro.
named Gustave has killed as many as 300 people in Burundi over the last 50
Damn.
years. He's evaded dozens of capture and murder attempts
They
as
still
he can be
haven't
identified by
caught
the
him, bro?
3 bullet scars on his body. The 2,000-pound monster croc is already nearly 20 feet long
20
and is
feet?
said to be still growing to this day.
What?
Gary Webb
That's
was
like a
an
mini
award-winning
Godzilla.
investigative journalist who was one of the first to report on the CIA's involvement in the cocaine trade. A few
Damn.
years later in 2004, Gary was found dead in his home with 2 gunshot
We
wounds
know what
to
that
the
is,
head.
bro.
But despite this, his death was officially ruled a suicide.
Esa cosa no era mi gato.
The hell? Okay, has
Hola,
some
gato
bad
macabro.
energy.
Me llamo Fabricio. Vivo en la ciudad de Cochabamba, en Bolivia. Y tengo una historia.
I'm guessing
Para
this is like
contarte.
a
Soy
scary
un
lore.
estudiante de medicina. Un día, en la clase de anatomía, que se llevaba a cabo en la morgue de la universidad, el profesor a
That
cargo de la
cat looks like
materia
it's not
nos
out of this
informó
world, bro.
que había llegado un nuevo cuerpo para la disección. Todo iba normal en la práctica de ese día, hasta que
Damn, bro.
el doctor me pasó el escarpelo, hizo un corte y por el miedo
What he got to
me
do
hizo
with
una
this?
herida profunda en el dedo. Por suerte no fue tan grave y pudimos controlarla. Debido a eso, me fui a casa a descansar.
Oh,
Llegué más o
man.
menos a las 10 de la noche y me recosté en mi cama. En casa
It
tenía un
looks like
gato
that
blanco.
cat
Cuando
attacked
me
that
vio,
person, I'm
se
guessing?
acercó como de costumbre. Empezó a olfatear la venta, donde me
That's
hice
the
el
vibes I'm
corte.
getting off of it, bro.
Demostró mucho interés en la herida de mi mano.
When his
Empezó a
eyes light
morderme,
up,
a tal
I'm guessing
punto
that's
que
bad,
me
bro.
quería arrancar la gafa cubierta de sangre. No lo permití y lo
This is a
espanté,
reflection,
debido
right?
a que la herida era profunda. y era fácil que se infectara.
It
Al
do
cabo
look
de unos
weird though.
minutos,
I can't lie to you.
volvió a la cama, pero de una forma más agresiva. Llegó a gruñir e intentó atacar mi mano. Estas actitudes me sorprendieron de inmediato, debido a que jamás se había comportado así. Siempre
There's
fue
a
un
weird
gato
vibe with
bastante
the damn
tranquilo y
cat, bro.
cariñoso conmigo. Después del primer ataque,
Why is that cat just sitting there perfectly,
y
bro?
lo
What
saqué
the
de mi cuarto. Cerré la puerta con seguro. Pasaron un par de horas. Era medianoche. Apagué las luces de mi
Hell no,
habitación e intenté dormir. Pero al
some
cabo de
weird
unos
energy on the damn
minutos,
cats, bro?
me despertaron fuertes golpes en la puerta de mi
So you
habitación.
don't want to see a black cat, bro. Walk across the damn street.
Esos golpes no podían ser causados por mi gato, porque eran palmadas que daban a la puerta.
Okay, this is like
En
another
ese instante grité de terror,
monster
y las
zone,
palmadas
bro.
se callaron. Después escuché a mi gato jadeando y
Oh, it's
gruñendo,
related to the cat
seguido de
thing.
fuertes
Okay.
raspones hacia mi puerta. Encendí la luz y llamé a mi madre, que no
Damn,
vivía
bro.
muy lejos de mi departamento. Ella me dijo que me tranquilizara, que seguro fue una pesadilla, y no le dio importancia. Esa noche no dormí. A la
That
mañana
black cat,
siguiente,
bro.
a la primera luz
What
del
the
sol me
Let it
levanté,
go.
observé mi sala, y vi como mi puerta estaba completamente arañada. Cuando busqué a mi
Child
gato,
just
solo
disappeared,
encontré
bro.
pelo regado y restos de carne ensangrentada por todo el piso. La puerta del departamento estaba
Oh,
abierta.
hell no, bro.
Desde aquel día, jamás volví a ver a mi gato. Por las noches escucho maullidos
Why's the cat
y
holding up
ruidos
his hands,
extraños.
bro?
Todos los días vivo con miedo y me pregunto si la cosa que se llevó a mi gato algún día vendrá por mí.
What the hell's it doing?
Eso es todo por ahora. Gracias, gato macabro, por leer mi
I think it
historia.
all, yeah,
Y
it
si algo
connects
más
back to
llega a
that
pasar,
person, bro.
te avisaré.
Piece nigga to this story, man. The Widow Swords movie, you never wish you saw. Okay. What movie is this? What the? Be my cat.
Jorogumo, the Spider Woman. In modern
Spider
kanji,
Woman.
the meaning of their name is entangling bride. A Jorogumo live solitary lives, but when they reach 400 years of age, they develop magical powers and
Okay.
begin to feed on human instead of insects.
Oh, hell
Their
no.
nests are usually in caves, forests, or empty houses. With their intelligence and cool heart, in their eyes, humans are seen as insects. They prey
Damn,
on
bro.
young, handsome men looking for love, as they can transform into a beautiful woman. When they
That's how they
see
get you,
their
bro.
victim, they will lure them and entangle them in silk threads. Their powerful venom will slowly weaken the prey, allowing the Jorogumo to savor the victims long
Damn,
and
bro.
painful death.
This video was posted on the dark web under the
More dark
title,
web videos?
"The Dark Web is the One and Only Truth."
What the hell?
The name itself evokes a sense of dread,
Woo.
promising to reveal buried
I saw that.
secrets. What you're about to see could alter your knowledge.
Hell no.
This sequence guides you through a strange part of the internet.
Okay.
As it unfolds, you're presented with a choice.
This is weird.
You can follow the revelations of this mysterious
Keep going
video,
the
or
rabbit
go back
hole.
and stay in your current reality. Keep in mind, however,
It's gonna make
that
you question
exploring the
reality,
dark
bro.
web involves risks. Sometimes the truth is disconcerting and may challenge your convictions.
Mm-hmm.
Proceed with caution,
Change
because
everything,
once
bro.
you've seen the content of this video,
What the
there's no turning back. You could be faced with a truth that's hard to ignore,
Okay.
buried in the darkness of the dark web.
Damn, bro. What the hell? These people. What? They're just gone like that, bro.
Scientists found a giant griffin and tried to hide it. On September
man.
1st, an
giant
explorer
griffin?
discovered something that'll shake the world. Kai
All right.
Chen was a curious explorer from Beijing, China. He had
Okay.
heard whispers about an old research center deep in the mountains that was shut down in
All right.
1993.
And they try to
Wanting
cover
see
it
for
up?
himself, Kai set out on a journey. After walking for about an hour in the forest, he encountered a perimeter fence. Without hesitation, he jumped over it and continued on
try
his
to-
way. Soon after, he saw the old abandoned building
Try to
of the
board it
research
up,
center.
bro.
As he entered, he noticed scary signs on the walls,
Okay.
resembling old Chinese charms. Pushing down his rising panic, Kai pressed on.
Still
He
kept
roamed the
going.
ground floor, seeing traces of forgotten documents and tools, suggesting the secret activities once held there. As he walked deeper into the center,
He's
he
going
saw
deeper and deeper
huge
into it,
chains
bro.
leading deeper into the corridor. Suddenly, he heard a powerful flap of wings.
Whoa.
When he turned around, a massive giant griffin, chained to the ground, was staring right at him. He managed to record a video before rushing out, continuing his sprint until he was safe outside. He shared the video online, and it went viral.
Does this man truly come from the past? At 11:25 p.m. on June 15th, 1950, visitors in Times Square, New York, noticed a peculiar man around 30 years old, dressed in an odd outfit believed to be popular during the reign of Queen Victoria, nearly 100 years prior. He seemed extremely confused, like a lost person, constantly staring at the bustling cars passing by. Suddenly, a large car rushed towards him, causing his immediate death. Upon examination, investigators found a series of unusual and bizarre items on this man, including a letter sent to Philadelphia in 1876, $70 old that had been discontinued, and a personal business card with the name Rudolph Fentz. The most puzzling thing was that all these items were very new and showed no signs of decay, even though they were at least 80 years old. After searching through missing persons records, the police finally found the daughter of Rudolph Fentz, who was then 80 years old. She recounted that in 1876, her father, then only 29 years old, mysteriously disappeared while on his way to mail a letter. Afterwards, all investigators were stunned into silence upon learning that every description from age and appearance to clothing of her father completely matched with that peculiar man.
Damn.
Hello friends, today we are going to talk about Babadook.
Babadook?
The Babadook is not just a physical monster, but the representation of a physical terror. It embodies the deep-rooted fear, grief, and trauma that can consume the individual. With its top hat, elongated fingers, and a pale, haunting appearance, the Babadook boasts an iconic design that combination of few elements create a visually striking, recognizable character that has become synonymous with horror. The design and the visual style of the Babadook monster draw inspiration from a German expressionism, a film movement known for its dark, atmospheric, and physically intense theme. This artistic influence enhanced the overall unsettling nature of the character. The Babadook thrives on the fear in the film. It fed off the main character's fear and grief, growing stronger as she succumbs to her inner demon. This aspect highlights the monster's ability to exploit our vulnerabilities and underscore the importance of confronting our fear. The Babadook often appears as a shadowy figure lurking in the dark corner of the character's life. This symbolism represents the hidden aspect of self, the parts we are trying to surpass or ignore, which force us to confront these shadows and face the dark within. These effects shed light on the Babadook monster's psychological depth, iconic design, artistic influence, and the ability to symbolize the deep human fear and emotions. It's a character that continues to captivate and intrigue the audience in a horror genre.
To this day.
Thank you for watching. I'm gonna meet you in a new video. Bye.
The British government won't tell you they found the last Pulmonoscorpius, a 6-foot gigantic scorpion, deep within the mysterious caves of Scotland in the 1990s. The government initiated secret excavations. They constructed a vast underground facility hidden beneath the rugged terrain. This secretive chamber was codenamed Zone P. Their intention was to research prehistoric creatures that had escaped extinction. This surprising information emerged when adventurer and researcher Conroy McGregor from Edinburgh disclosed it just months ago. On May 15th, Conroy was exploring the depths of Scotland's caves. While searching, Conroy stumbled upon a concealed underground entrance, a broad doorway descending into the depths. After entering, he was encircled by the stone walls of an immense underground chamber. With a flashlight in hand, Conroy went into the depths. As he delved deeper, the magnitude of the chamber took his breath away. On one of the walls, he found an engraving, Zone P, property of the British government, no entry. The structure had observation portals offering a restricted view. As he neared one, a soft hissing sound vibrated from below. He was nearly 800 feet beneath the ground, and advancing further felt risky. Looking through the passage, he was shocked. A gigantic scorpion, larger than any known species, stood in the dim light. This ferocious creature had to be at least 6 feet in length. Conroy quickly captured footage with his camera. He never made it back, but yesterday his camera was found in the countryside. We can't show the recording on TikTok, but it spread like wildfire and became an internet viral.
You might want to stop scrolling and listen to me. Hello, my name is Pt.15. I was a Japanese schoolgirl who got bullied at school, and one night two girls grabbed me by my hair and dragged me all the way to a railroad track. They pushed me into a train trap in front of an oncoming train. I tried to crawl out of the way, but only the top half of my body made it. The other half being taken away with the train. The reason I'm called Pt.15 is because I now run around crawling on my hands, and the sound of my nails hitting the floor makes a noise. If you see me and we make eye contact, I will quickly crawl towards you and cut you in half. You might be wondering how I find you. If you are wearing red, I get angry because it reminds me of the night I got hit by the train. It is also said that once you hear my legend, I will come to you in a dream or on a phone call and ask you a question. If you answer it correctly, I might leave you alone. But if you answer it wrong...
The Ghost of Petworth Chapel. Paranormal investigators Jeff, Phil, and Mark from the YouTube channel Ghost Tech Paranormal Investigations traveled to the abandoned Petworth Chapel in a small village in Sussex, England. In World War II, a German air raid hit a nearby boys' school, and 28 children tragically lost their lives. They were laid to rest in the chapel cemetery. Cut to present day. Locals and visitors to Petworth Chapel say that they have seen and heard the apparitions of children playing in the cemetery. And there's even said to be another ghost haunting the chapel, as many believe that the spirit of the cemetery's loyal longtime groundskeeper still haunts the property.
To this day, bro?
So as Ghost Tech begins their paranormal investigation late one night, team member Phil experiences something that he just can't explain.
Which is?
Swap you over with that.
What?
Someone just pulled my jacket. No. Yeah. I wonder why you moved a bit quick then.
Phil says he feels something tug at his jacket. Now, chilling as that might be, unfortunately, the static camera doesn't capture the creepy event.
Yeah, we don't see it on
later
camera.
into the investigation, when the Ghost Tech team are inside the Petworth Chapel, Jeff takes a few photos, and what he captures is downright chilling.
What do you call it, bro? What the?
That was strange. That one was all blurred.
It was, bro. What the? See, like the shadowy figure in the background, bro.
Don't move, Phil. Something's not right.
Jeff takes a picture of Phil, and at first everything seems normal.
Yeah, it seems normal,
nothing
bro.
out of the ordinary. But then, a dark mass seems to rise right up out of the ground next to Phil, seemingly reaching out to him. So is it possible that Ghost Tech captured one of the spirits still restlessly wandering the cemetery grounds?
They did, bro.
Did whatever it was that tugged on Phil's jacket follow him into the chapel? You decide.
Could have been.
You can watch this full video and many more investigations of tragic and chilling hauntings over on the YouTube channel, Ghost Tech Paranormal Investigations.
Do you know why I'm no longer the mascot for McDonald's? I am Ronald McDonald, and here's the chilling story of how I accidentally caused the death of 2 people. It all started in a McDonald's in New York, Mexico, where I was playing my usual role, sitting on a bench welcoming customers with a fixed smile.
What happened to Ronald,
Right across from the restaurant, there was a gas station. I often saw the employees of the station, but as a mascot, I was not supposed to speak. One day, 2 gas station employees approached me during their break. One of them sat next to me, complaining of fatigue to his colleague. On a whim, I broke my silence and replied, "I am exhausted too." The reaction was immediate and terrifying. The man next to me had a heart attack, falling heavily to the ground. His colleague, in a state of shock, rushed to call for help. But upon hearing my voice, he was so terrified that he tripped and hit his head, plunging him into a coma from which he would never wake up. The incident was a nightmare for McDonald's. They did everything possible to hush up the matter, erasing the surveillance video recordings and removing me from my mascot role. The story was buried, and I found myself jobless, haunted by the faces of the 2 men I had accidentally killed.
He used to be the
I only
mascot, I
wanted to
remember.
break the solitude of my silent existence, seeking human connection. But instead, I discovered that even a simple word from me could be deadly. Now I wonder, would you be my friend despite the dark past that haunts me? I would like to be yours. but I would understand if you refuse it.
That's insane, bro. I never heard the story, bro.
Who would want to be friends with the cursed mascot of McDonald's?
What if Area 51 was actually the gateway to the real world, and
really?
we were all living inside Area 51 without even knowing it? This idea might seem ludicrous, but it has been the subject of a theory increasingly discussed within online conspiracy communities. 9 months ago, a peculiar message emerged on an obscure internet forum, capturing my attention despite its relative invisibility in cyberspace. The responses to this message were even more
so we're living at Area 51 now, we just don't know?
Theories, sometimes whimsical, but often intriguing. Comments suggested that Area 51 was not simply a secret military base, but indeed the veil between our perceived reality and the outside world. The theories are as numerous as they are fanciful, but they all pose one crucial question. What if our reality is not what we think it is? For 4 months, I dove headfirst into the dark and often perplexing universe of conspiracy theories, sifting through the most popular hypotheses and developing my own theories. In-depth research was conducted, enigmatic data was gathered, specialists were consulted, and finally a possible explanation emerged. An explanation that challenges preconceived ideas.
Haunted places in Japan. Zoshigaya Cemetery. Zoshigaya Cemetery is one of Japan's oldest graves, going back to the early 17th century. The cemetery is famous for its association with many historical figures, but one notable grave is by the famous Japanese author Natsume Soseki, best known for his works like Kokoro and I Am a Cat. Visitors have reported eerie sensations and unusual occurrences while visiting this cemetery. You can visit Zoshigaya Cemetery if you want. But what you wanna? It is open to the public as the cemetery is a peaceful reflection
if it's freaking haunted or has scary energy or corrupt energy, they don't go.
In California's Santa Lucia Mountains, a chilling legend lurks, the tale of the enigmatic Dark Watchers.
Really?
These shadowy figures, shrouded in mystery, are said to observe those who venture into their realm. Some believe they are ancient spirits, guardians of the land, appearing as solemn silhouettes against the twilight sky. Others suspect them to be spectral remnants of Spanish explorers, forever gazing out to sea. Over the centuries, hikers, campers, and wanderers have reported eerie encounters.
There's a whole bunch of people reporting, man. I guess it can't be fake then, right?
On the ridge, dark against the starry backdrop.
Really?
They disappeared as he approached, leaving nothing but an unsettling presence.
Wow, what the
Another account tells of a group of friends on a camping trip who saw the Dark Watchers on the edge of a precipice.
What happened to them?
Petrified, they watched as the figures slowly dissolved into the night.
Whoa, what the
Are the Dark Watchers a mere trick of the mind, shadows cast by nature's formations, or something more profound?
We don't know, bro.
The mystery endures. Leading us to ponder their existence and wonder if
they're real,
just maybe, they are
could be real.
guardians
You never
of a
know.
timeless secret in the heart of California's wilderness.
This man was riding his bike when suddenly a frightening thing approached him.
What the hell is that?
Have you seen it? Yes, that black thing in the background. It looks like a Slender Man.
Oh, man.
The Slender Man is a terrifying and mysterious creature that haunts nightmares and horror stories on the internet. He's often described as a disproportionately tall, thin, faceless figure dressed in a dark suit. His arms are strangely elongated, resembling tentacles that seem ready to grab you.
Oh, crap.
The Slender Man is said to lurk in dark places, gloomy forests, and isolated corners. He likes to stalk curious people who venture too far into his territory. Once he's got you in his sights, he'll never let you go. His presence is elusive, suddenly materializing, and just as quickly disappearing.
Damn.
He can teleport and follow you without you noticing. It is said that he likes to manipulate the minds and emotions of his victims, sowing terror in their minds. Some say he's the avenging spirit of a lost soul, while others believe he was born of ancient legends.
Okay. Where's the sky? Where we at? Are we on a freaking cloudy road?
This is undoubtedly the most horrifying execution method in human history. The Iron Maiden. This tall, coffin-like structure was studded with sharp spikes on the inside.
Damn.
Victims would be forced to stand upright inside, facing the spikes, but the real horror began when the doors slowly closed. As the two doors shut, the person inside would be impaled by the spikes, but not deeply enough to cause immediate death.
What?
Instead, The victim would be trapped in a claustrophobic space, pierced in several places, bleeding and in excruciating pain.
Man.
The psychological torment of waiting, knowing that any movement could drive the spikes deeper, made the experience even more agonizing. Adding to its horror, some versions of the Iron Maiden had spikes designed to pierce the eyes, ensuring that the last thing the victim saw before being enclosed was the instrument of their impending doom.
Damn.
Though its actual historical usage is debated, the mere concept of the Iron Maiden stands as a testament to the dark creativity of torture methods from the past.
It is, bro.
Here's why you should never do it. A video has been published on the dark web explaining a gesture you should never do at night. In the description, it says that if you do it at night, a spirit will take possession of you while you sleep and you'll get sleep paralysis.
They eyes, bro. What the hell? And they doing it too. Hell no, bro. Why they doing like I'm scared now? What the Oh man, what the hell? Took over that damn baby, what the What the It's in a picture too, what the hell? Oh, that's McJuggernuggets. What the hell? He's an OG, don't him,
bro. This video is currently the strangest available on the dark web. It was posted anonymously, so I don't have any more information.
Edited, bro?
But it does show several people possessed. But the ending calls everything into question.
Okay. What the hell is that? She fighting something, bro? What the hell? Yeah, it looks like she's fighting something. What the? Like he's dodged something. What the hell? What the? Oh, y'all saw that little flicker right there? Some damn weird energy or something, bro. That's weird, bro.
Follow for more. Did you see this video?
Something's up. Everybody knows. That is not normal.
What the hell is that?
Everyone is looking up, wondering why the sky is split.
It is, bro. Is that a portal or something, bro? It is split, bro. What the hell?
Broken. And everybody knows something's fishy, don't you? Fishy, ain't it?
That ain't right.
That's the first time I've ever seen this.
That's right.
Many people think it's an interdimensional reality portal. In some supernatural stories or legends, it is sometimes suggested that interdimensional portals and rifts in reality can open up, allowing strange and inexplicable phenomena to occur.
That is different, bro.
According to this terrifying
I've never seen that before.
The chilling video could show a moment when such a separation took place, giving the impression that the sky is cut in two, opening a sinister rift between our world and unknown dimensions.
Really?
Whatever the case, the video remains suspended in eerie mystery, reminding us all that behind our familiar world lie forces we understand all too little about.
Beware of the Bali curse. If you're a couple looking to stay together, you might want to avoid going to Bali. Well, you'll see. Legend has it that a Brahmin prince and princess who visited the island from Java got a little intimate while watching the sunset at the Tanalot temple. However, in a turn of events that night, after the prince took her virginity, he left her and never ever contacted the princess again. Heartbroken and vengeful, she cursed every courting couple that would ever set foot on the island to break up and never experience love from each other again. Even though many people laugh it off as a coincidence, countless couples over the decades have experienced the curse firsthand and can only warn serious couples too.
Did you know about the Florida Squallies?
Florida
Golden Gate
Squallies?
Estates, located deep within the Florida Everglades, has a unique history as a private community initially established for profit by the Rosen family in the 1960s.
Really? What the
It encompasses vast undeveloped lands, including the infamous Alligator Alley, now owned by Florida for restoration. This remote area is a haven for diverse wildlife, including bears, bobcats, deer, hogs, and panthers, as well as rumored creatures known as squallies, resembling pig-like beings. Legends speculate about their origin, possibly tied to government experiments or in breeding near an abandoned laboratory.
Damn, alright.
The Mayflorendum Sanctuary adds an air of mystery with tales of a crazed protector and squally cannibalism, while strange events linked to squallies remain poorly documented since the 1960s.
Okay.
Now what do you think? Subscribe and follow for more.
Squallies the Golden State, bro. What the hell are you pointing at? What the f?
I am a time traveler from the year 2015.
How the hell did you just get in the car, bro?
And here's what will happen in the next 27 years.
Barricade.
Stay until the end, and I will reveal something that proves I am not lying. On April 25th, 2026, a massive meteorite will strike Earth, causing massive climate changes. This cataclysm will usher in a new era of global cooperation to combat environmental challenges. In September 2028, scientists will discover a way to generate unlimited energy from water, ending our dependence on fossil fuels. Over the years, space travel technology will advance rapidly, and we will establish a permanent colony on the moon by 2032. In 2036, a peaceful encounter with an extraterrestrial civilization will occur, marking the beginning of an exciting cultural exchange. The fusion of these elements will reshape our understanding of the world. Something absolutely incredible will happen on October 18th, 2023. Something that will change your lives forever. To find out, click on share, then more, then photo.
You have to spend 3 hours locked in a room with these horror movie characters. Who are you choosing? Your choices include Chucky, Pennywise, and Jason, Freddy, the chick from The Exorcist, Ghostface. Then you also have Jigsaw, Hellraiser, who I would definitely not choose, and the Joker. So at first glance, you're like, all right, I'm going to choose Chucky because I'm just going to punt the fuck out of him. But then you got to start thinking about it. He's little and you're in a dark room. You can't see him. He's just going to run over and just start stabbing you in your legs. I don't really want to be stabbed. You then have Pennywise. That's a possibility, but imagine just standing there and start hearing a clown laugh.
Yeah, nope.
I'm going to get pretty scared. You then have Jason, which if you choose Jason, there's just something wrong with you. It's just not. It's just
ain't it.
Same thing with Freddy. Buddy's a little bit weak in the real world, but if the lights are off and you just hear that against like a chalkboard or something,
I'm
gonna have a panic attack. I'm just not doing anything with possession, so no. Maybe? You then have Ghostface, which
Ghostface?
If he was gonna slash a gas and cut another hole in my ass, then I'm a pass. You then have Jigsaw, which is a puppet, realistically. So yeah, Hellraiser and the Joker. Now, if Hellraiser's there, that means I open the box, and I'm fucked anyway. And the Joker, nah. Honestly, I'm gonna have to choose Jigsaw.
Right, it's the puppet.
Choosing. If you love the Saw franchise, here are 4 horror movies that are pretty similar to Saw. Up first is Any Wrong Turn movie. These movies are about a cannibalistic family that lives in the woods. And every time someone decides to go out in the woods, usually it's friends wanting to party or go down by the creek. They run into the cannibal family. They have traps, they shoot with bow and arrows, and then they want to obviously devour you. It's a movie, TikTok. Don't get mad at me. This movie and these movies, there's 5 now in the series. I've been watching them since I was younger, so I think the first one came out like 2006. These movies are effed up. These are crazy. Definitely well worth the watch. Then you have The Belko Experiment, which is a movie that takes place with 80 people inside of their workplace. They have no idea that a dangerous game is starting that they need to survive. It's more or less like a giant war zone for everybody. The last one that survives lives, and all of the higher-ups are watching this. It's kind of like Cabin in the Woods,
but a little bit more
modern. Definitely worth the watch. You then have The Collection, where a girl sneaks out of her house because she wants to go to an exclusive party. Little does she know someone that's attending the party is a serial killer and looking for fresh flesh. This movie is insane. Genuinely nuts. And the final movie is Hostel Part 3. There isn't much I need to say about this movie. If you've ever seen the Hostel movies, this one is by far the most insane. And definitely worth a watch. Don't forget to like and follow for more. And once again,
it's insane, bro.
Stop taking my stuff down. I'm just doing what I do.
Where did this caller come from? On September 11th, 1997, during an on-air segment of Coast to Coast, the host Art Bell picked up a strange call from a man claiming to work in Area 51. Take a listen to this clip.
Okay, what we're thinking of as aliens are they're extra-dimensional beings that an earlier precursor of the space program made contact with.
It sounds in distress. You can hear it, bro.
They want those major population centers.
What? That's the first time hearing about this, bro.
Well, you see, His production crew frantically rerouted to a backup system to get the station up and running, but the caller disappeared. What? Even though no one can verify who the caller was, people think that this is actual proof of aliens. But maybe the question we should be asking is...
Before I start this video, don't forget to follow, like, and share. Do you believe in paranormal stuff? Have you ever seen something you were not able to explain? This is what happened in this funeral. A woman lost her son, and he delivered a calm message through a white balloon. Turn off the lights and pay close attention.
Scientists captured a saber-toothed tiger and tried to keep it a secret. Just a week ago, an explorer found something the world will never forget. Elon Musk was an urban explorer from Alaska. He had heard about an old NASA research center that was closed down in 1980 and decided to go find it. What he would uncover that day, he'll never forget. The building was deep in the woods, and Elon spent over an hour walking from his car to the perimeter fence. He quickly hopped the fence and continued towards the ruins of the research center. As he approached the building, he noticed large claw marks etched into the walls. He ignored them and continued through the front door of the facility. He searched through the first floor of the building until he reached the stairs to the basement. Elon ventured deeper into the facility, not knowing the sinister truth that awaited him. Suddenly, he heard the noise of massive chains and a growling beast. When he turned to look, a massive saber-toothed tiger chained to the wall was staring straight into Elon's soul. He quickly ran out of the building and didn't stop until he reached his car. He uploaded his GoPro footage just a day ago. If you want to see the footage, press this icon at the bottom, then more, and photos.
Damn, okay. Here are 5 new movies streaming this month that you need to watch. Pet Sematary Bloodlines comes to Paramount Plus on the 6th. Pet Sematary Bloodlines, what the fuck? It takes place in 1969. And it's based on an untold chapter from Stephen King's novel. Totally Killer comes to Prime on the 6th. It's Totally Killer, I've seen that. Chipka, Julie Bowen, and Olivia Holt. An infamous murderer called the Pt.15 killer returns after 35 years, and it causes his next victim to time travel back to the scene of the original crime. Reptile comes to Netflix on the 6th. It's a crime thriller starring Benicio del Toro, Alicia Silverstone, and Justin Timberlake. It's about a detective who's trying to solve the murder of a real estate agent when he suddenly starts finding out things about his own life. Awareness comes to Prime on the 11th. It's an action sci-fi thriller about a teenager who can manipulate people's minds with visual illusions. Pain Hustlers comes to Netflix on the 27th. It's a crime drama starring Emily Blunt and Chris Evans. A struggling mother takes a job at a pharmaceutical startup and doesn't realize that she's entering into a criminal conspiracy. Which one of these are you guys most excited to watch?
Interesting, bro.
As the sun sets, let's explore the Witch's Graveyard.
The Witch's Graveyard.
In this rather haunted old graveyard,
he's actually there?
Something dark and evil is said to lurk. For in the 1960s, this was said to be a meeting place for a coven of witches.
Witches, bro? Don't mess with that dark energy, man.
Our tale begins in 1962.
Alright.
In the houses just adjacent to the graveyard lived a Mrs. Morris. One night as she was gazing out of her window at the moonlit tombstones, she noticed a rather peculiar sight. She watched in silent awe as a group of 4 cloaked figures entered the cemetery. They carried with them some black leather-bound books and a rather suspicious sack. The group then stood around an old tombstone, holding hands and chanting into the night air. Mrs. Morris thought all the voices sounded female, but to her horror, it got worse. One of these witches leant into the sack and pulled out a dismembered human arm. A strange ritual then unfolded, until the women disappeared.
They did like a human sacrifice or something, bro?
It is widely believed they conjured something evil that night, as a dark, tall presence now lurks in the graveyard.
That's different, bro. Best anime to watch if you're a horror fan. Tokyo Ghoul. Heard about that? What the hell? Too late. Damn, what the fuck? Blue Exorcist, what the hell is that? Like, what the fuck? You just burn him alive? What the hell? What the freak is that? What the hell? Oh man, that's over for them, bro. Damn, man. The palms in, man. What the f? Paranoid agent? What the hell? They in that call or something, bro.
Scientists captured a Mothman and tried to keep it a secret. Just a week ago, an explorer found something the world will never forget. Shaquille O'Neal was an urban explorer from Richmond, Virginia. He had heard about an old CIA research center that was closed down in 1990 and decided to go find it. What he would uncover that day, he'll never forget. The building was deep in the woods, and Shaquille spent over 3 hours walking from his car to the perimeter fence. He quickly hopped the fence and continued towards the ruins of the research center. As he approached the building, he faced walls inscribed with chilling Mothman symbols. He ignored them and continued through the front door of the facility. He searched through the first floor of the building until he reached the stairs to the basement. Shaq will venture deeper into the facility, not knowing the sinister truth that awaited him. Suddenly, he heard a whisper from a door nearby. Shaquille, feeling brave, opened it. There stood the Mothman, its eyes locked onto Shaquille's soul. He quickly ran out of the building and didn't stop until he reached his car. He uploaded his GoPro footage just yesterday. To see it, press this icon at the bottom, then more, and photos.
This might be the most disturbing case in American history.
Okay.
This is Elizabeth Short, also known as Black Delilah.
Black Delilah?
She was an American woman who was found murdered in a park in Los Angeles, California.
Really?
Her case became highly publicized because of the gruesome nature of the crime, which included the mutation of her corpse and her body being completely drained of blood. On the morning of January 15, 1947, Elizabeth Short's naked body, severed in 2 pieces from the waist, was found in a vacant lot on the west side of South Norton Avenue in the neighborhood of Lemmer Park. At the time, Lemmer Park was largely undeveloped.
Okay.
Elizabeth Short's mutilated body was severed at the waist and drained of blood, leaving her skin extremely pale. Medical examiners determined that she had been dead for around 10 hours prior to the discovery,
so it's recent.
leaving her time of death either during the evening of January 14th or the early morning of January 15th. Her body was completely washed by the killer, and she had knife slits from the corner of her mouth all the way to her ears like the Joker.
What?
As I said before, her body was cut in 2, and the lower half of her body was positioned a foot away from the upper, and her intestines had been tucked neatly beneath her buttocks.
Oh my gosh,
Her corpse had been posed with her hands over her head, her elbows bent at right angles, and her legs spread apart. The crazy thing is, they weren't able to find a single droplet of blood at the crime scene anywhere.
Damn.
Also, they came to the conclusion that she was completely alive and conscious when she was cut in half.
What?
Whatever you do, don't Google her name because you will see the picture of the crime scene.
That is freaking
and it's absolutely disturbing and just unsettling. I saw this photo not too long ago for the first time in a while, and it stuck with me for a couple of days.
Them up, bro.
This case is extremely inhumane.
I won't be looking
Let me
it
know
up,
what you
bro.
think about it.
Here's exactly how I would survive The Strangers from the movie The Strangers. Make sure to favorite this video because it's going to be a step-by-step guide. Boyfriend asks girlfriend to marry him, she says no. First mistake right there. Don't bring her to the family house in the middle of the woods. You don't know she's a killer. Step 2, when you get a knock on the door from a random person and asks for somebody who's never lived there before, second red flag. As soon as she leaves, you get in your car and leave before anybody else pulls up. Because they probably will because you're in the middle of the woods. Also, then don't send your boyfriend to go get you cigarettes and leave you in the house alone.
Yeah, you don't do that.
You're literally being stalked. As soon as someone would have knocked on my door in the middle of the woods and I had no cell reception, my ass was gone. You then hear knocking at the windows and see a masked man. You try to make the call and realize that the phone line has been cut. I'm just gonna start sprinting somewhere.
Hell yeah, we out.
Boyfriend gets home and finds a family shotgun. Clearly he's never used it before because he misses every single shot.
Damn.
You wait and save the ammo for them to come inside. Barricade yourself in a room, like you were before. Then you can plan for this. Your buddy shows up and you end up blowing his face off.
Yep.
Sad. You're now all out of shotgun shells. What do you do now? Honestly, I'm trying to take out the biggest guy. Even though the other two are really strong, I'm trying to take out the biggest guy.
Because he's going to have the most power.
As soon as you're caught, it's done. There's no way you're getting out of this. There is no game to play. And that's exactly how I would survive The Strangers from the movie The Strangers.
Rodney Alcala. Let's talk about this guy. He murdered at least 9 women and girls in the 1970s.
What?
I'm saying at least because this is unconfirmed, but it's estimated his number may be in the hundreds.
Damn.
This man was absolutely sickening. He would strangle people until they passed out, wait for them to regain consciousness, and then deliver the final blow.
What?
He was on a dating game as the #1 bachelor there. And he was known as a very successful photographer, which I will get into in a second.
Okay.
So that show did not run a background check on him, and he was a convicted child molester. They should have added that to his dating profile. But back to his photography. He used to kill women, put them in poses, and take pictures. He would sometimes lay multiple victims' bodies next to each other and pose them all together. He was arrested many times and then released. But his final arrest in 1979 revealed hundreds and hundreds of photos he had taken of his victims.
What?
In 2010, they made a lot of his pictures public to try to identify the victims. Rodney Alcala was given the death penalty. While waiting for his execution, he died in July 2021.
Wow.
He was 77 years old at that time. But truly a sickening individual.
100 people.
Let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section below and what you want to see next.
Damn,
this is potentially one of the best horror TV shows ever made, and nobody talks about it.
Okay.
Which is weird because you probably already know what this story is.
Which
and if you've
The
watched
Conjuring?
this movie, then you definitely know what this story is. But I believe that this TV show is a
some with the Conjuring 2 story.
It's also much scarier than The Conjuring 2. My name's Ricky. I love horror movies and I love horror TV shows. And this is the Enfield Haunting. So this show was released in 2015.
Okay, the Enfield Haunting.
It was a 3-part miniseries, and it had some pretty big names attached to it.
Yeah, I know Matthew McFadden
and Juliet Stevenson. So the show centers around the Hodgson family, and one day their family becomes hounded by a malevolent spirit. And they call on this guy, Morris Gross, who is heavily important to the story. And this TV show does not feature the Warrens at all.
Really?
I'm not going to tell you why that's a good thing. So ever since I was really young, this story was really interesting to me.
The Warrens,
I don't know what I believe. All I know is this case was harrowing and very complex and very, very interesting. So this case wouldn't be anywhere near as well documented if it wasn't for this guy, Morris Gross.
Oh, so he was
in the Conjuring movie. His
missing
role
piece,
is
bro.
significantly sidelined to the point where it's almost offensive. And his character is almost there.
He didn't get his shine, bro.
In the TV show, however, he takes the lead.
Alright.
He's a very, very complex person. So
Okay.
he is dealing with the loss of his own kid.
So just like you remember, this is connected. The show and the Conjuring 2 connected.
In his own life, he's also looking for peace. If he can prove that there is an afterlife, then he knows that his kid is okay.
That's all he's looking for.
This show is very nuanced and it's very, very emotional and tender.
Okay.
Every performance in this TV show is spot on. But Timothy Spall really, really shines.
He takes it to another level.
The show is also very, very creepy.
Alright.
Much more so
than a Conjuring movie?
The Conjuring movie is so over the top. Whereas the TV show is slow, but in a very good way.
Alright.
When we do get the scares, they're so out of place.
So it scares you, okay.
Normal. This family is normal. The people surrounding this
normal.
family are normal. So when we see something paranormal,
it's really different,
it
bro.
almost seems unbelievable. And there are numerous scenes in this show that really fucking
messed them up. Okay.
This is such a good TV show, and I don't know why it's not talked about more often. I highly, highly recommend this show. You can watch it on Amazon Prime.
You don't know the dark truth behind Peppa Pig. Hello, I'm Peppa, and this is my story.
What the?
I was never a healthy child. My mom struggled with addictions that started before I was born, which gave me several birth defects.
Damn.
I was born with both eyes on one side of my face.
Okay.
I couldn't walk or do almost anything for myself.
Damn.
My dad hated me for it. He blamed me for him never being able to do anything in his life besides taking care of me. He hid me in the house and never let me leave. He thought it was only fair that I didn't get to have a life either.
Oh, man.
He became very mentally ill after being in the house with me for several years.
Damn, bro.
One day he snapped and wanted to make me normal. He tried to make an eye hole for me on the correct side of my face that night.
What?
I passed away
and he didn't tell anyone what happened. After 6 months of my brother George and my mom asking what happened to me, he snapped again. He took himself and both of them to the afterlife with him.
What?
Stay tuned to find out the creepy fates of more characters you thought you knew. Don't forget to follow for more disturbing untold backstories.
If you belong to one of these 5 astrological signs, then I'm sorry for you.
Okay.
I hope you're not in these categories. But if you know someone who is, send this to them as a warning. It is indeed proven that these signs attract bad spirits 100 times more than usual. Before revealing the list, I want to emphasize that I can only protect my subscribers who have shared, commented, and watched the video until the end. Did you know that by clicking on share, and then on WhatsApp, the second person that appears secretly loves you? In 5th place, we find the Virgo sign, which is often drawn to bad spirits. In 4th place, I really wouldn't want to be a Libra, as they are very sensitive to dark energies. In 3rd place, there's the Scorpio sign, which is deeply connected to bad spirits. So one needs to be very cautious. In 2nd place, we find the Sagittarius sign, who've had many unfortunate events happen to them. The astrological sign that attracts the most bad spirits is Capricorn. It indeed happens that 1 in 10 people get possessed in their lifetime because of this sign, so be very careful.
Let's talk about Oscar the cat. This cat could sense when people were about to die. In 2005, Oscar the cat was adopted by a nursing home in the U.S. He was only 6 months old at the time. He was supposed to be just a therapy cat when they noticed something strange about him. Oscar preferred to be alone most of the time, but sometimes he would come into residents' beds and cuddle with them. The peculiar thing about this is that hours later, that same resident would die. Nobody thought too much about this until this happened over 20 times.
20 times?
He was so accurate in this that when the cat was next to a resident, they would call the resident's family and warn them of impending doom. Now, obviously, they didn't say it as dramatic as I just said it. They just said, hey, maybe you should watch this loved one or come see them. Researchers speculated that maybe Oscar could smell biochemicals or pheromones releasing from these people.
And he knew when it was a time to go.
That death is very, very soon. Oscar chose to comfort these dying residents instead of letting them go alone. The staff tested this out. They suspected one resident was going to pass soon, but Oscar refused to sit next to the resident they suspected was dying soon. Instead, he chose somebody else.
Really?
The resident that he chose soon passed away. In 2022, Oscar ended up passing away, but he detected over 100 deaths.
What?
Shout out to Oscar the cat. Let me know.
Oscar the cat, bro.
That's different. In the comment section below.
He kept hearing something in his yard. Then one night, he finally found it. From unknown sources, a man reported a haunting video where he's awoken in the middle of the night to strange sounds coming from his yard.
Okay. What is that? I don't see nothing yet. Oh, I saw something over there. So move. What the? Oh man, what the hell?
As he turns on the lights, what looks like a pale creature can be seen moving around in a bush. Then, as it realizes it's been seen, it quickly moves out. Now, this could very well be a hairless bear startled by a man's presence, but nonetheless, it's a terrifying scene to witness.
Hey everyone, today marks an incredible milestone for Scare Shares. It's been a whole year since I started this journey. Originally, this was just a way to share some chilling stories I wrote, but it's become so much more. We've delved into the realm of unexplained videos, eerie news, horror clips, and urban legends. And today, this is my 600th video. I never expected this page to grow beyond a few friends and families. I hadn't even used TikTok before this. But what truly makes me happy is all of you, my followers. Your messages about my stories and the videos you've enjoyed mean the world to me. Some of you have been with me from the very beginning, regularly commenting, liking, and even sending me messages. Your support means everything, and I can't thank you enough. Now, I never want to stop.
Keep on,
Year 2 is going to be even bigger and spookier than year 1. So if you're already following me, please share and repost my videos. And if you're new here and love creepy stories, horror clips, and unexplained videos, click that follow button and share any one of my videos. Let's make year 2 of Scare Shares even more thrilling and chilling together.
Okay. Did you know the dark truth about Alice in Wonderland?
Alice in Wonderland?
In the whimsical world of Wonderland, a dark truth lurked beneath the surface.
Okay.
Alice, the curious girl who ventured there, discovered it as she journeyed deeper into the bizarre landscape.
Really?
She uncovered that Wonderland was a reflection of her own subconscious, a place where her fears and desires manifested.
Okay.
The Cheshire Cat's enigmatic grin concealed a cruel secret, while the Mad Hatter's endless tea party symbolized the chaos of her own thoughts. The red crow's tyranny mirrored her inner insecurities, and the white rabbit's constant rush represented her fear of growing up.
Damn.
As Alice realized this unsettling truth, she struggled to escape Wonderland's clutches, fearing that if she couldn't confront her inner demons, she might be lost forever in the maze of her own
mind. So she had to, bro.
Now, what do you think? Subscribe and follow for more.
Interesting, bro. YouTube, that's it, man, for this video for you guys today, man. Like I said, these clips that we reviewed together, man, it's always up to you guys to decide, is it fake or is it reality? Let me know if you guys are loving these longer videos, man. Like I said, I'm trying to find them for you guys, bro. You guys are gonna catch in the next one, man. Like I said, also comment a community name that you guys wanna to give us. Peace, YouTube.